Welcome here to Palm Springs Stadium. Here we have the Grizzlies facing off against the North Stars. This is PSCL. This is now the third game happening of the day. Fourth overall in total as the other game is happening on the turf field behind us. I'm Ethan Oliveira, joined by Sam Egan. And Sam, we just called game one, and now we're calling game two here. What are you looking for so far in this one?
Yeah, ready for the PSCL. Opening day here, always an exciting day as first pitch for both these teams underway. And it's first pitch strike for the North Stars, fired in by Galvez. Fabian Galvez on the mound. So that's Julio Cesario. Says that ball's grounded to the shortstop, and that one is not going to be a contest. Base hit for the Grizzly to start off.
Yeah, Williams there. Good job there by Williams. Hits one that to the 5-6 hole, and that's a good stop by the shortstop Peyton over there for the North Stars, but Williams is too fast and beats it out.
So up steps in Caden Johnson, the two-hole hitter, in right field today for the Grizzly. After the leadoff base hit from Williams. As that first pitch is popped up towards us. Could be a play to our left in Steven Buxton, but a little shy of that, and it's 0-1.
Sam, we had a lot of fly balls hit the stands in the first game, and right here in game two, early fly ball coming to us.
Still waiting to see one of our broadcasters make a play this season. Obviously, still very early on. So now the 0-1's fired in and well high, 1-1. So I know we touched on it a little bit in the first game, Ethan. But for those maybe just tuning in here for the second game of this doubleheader for us here on the PSCL network, what are kind of both these teams looking for is runner on the move in Williams. Pitch is called a ball, and wheels by Williams gets the stolen base, the first swiped sack of the season for the Grizzly. But building on my point, what are both these teams kind of looking for here in this PSCL season? What's kind of the goal for these guys?
Yeah, I think you just want to come out here and prove whether, we mentioned the first broadcast, there's, guys of all ages here, freshmen, incoming freshmen, guys going to be sophomores, juniors, seniors, whatever it may be. Just looking for more work, more reps, and want to try to expand your game and somehow, whether if you're a hitter or whether you're a pitcher in this one. You want to just continue to build up and, hopefully ramp yourself up and have a good summer here as you get ready for your fall season, or I should say, fall off season, and then season starts in the spring.
So now 2-2 upcoming here to Johnson with the runner in scoring position. We saw a high-scoring affair in the first ball game, 22-5. The Lumberjacks in favor. That one's fired in low. A good off-speed pitch that started up in the zone and went all the way down, but couldn't get a chase from Johnson. Great discipline to make it 3-2. Yeah, high-scoring affair in the last game. Saw one home run, though, and it was by the losing team in that ball game. The Lumberjacks win that game, 22-5. Now a payoff pitch upcoming here, and that's ball four, and the ball skips away. Williams decides not to take off for third base. But a free base on balls and 2 on, nobody out here to start.
Not sure why Williams did not take off there. That was a pass ball, could have gone. The play's not dead just because it was a walk. He had a free 90 there. Williams just decides to hold up. Let's see if that could, maybe hurt the Grizzlies here.
Oh, I'm with you there. I thought for sure that's a play that you got to take off on, and didn't right there, and we'll see if it has any effect on this inning. But like I said, 2 on, nobody out, and the 3-hole hitter in Misa Layla, and fouls one straight back. That tells you he was on it just a little bit late. Oh, 0-1 to Layla.
Yeah, there. Oh, that was a big jump from Williams.
As now it's a double steal, so maybe talking about him not going earlier. Picks the perfect pitch to go on, and that's his second stolen base of the inning. And already a stolen base for Johnson as well.
Yeah, they just picked up Cesarios right there. They had a big jump You saw it there. They took off before he even threw it.
Now that ball is lined to the left center field gap by Layla. That one will get down. One run is in. The second one will quickly follow. Layla trots his way into second base, and quickly 2-0 Grizzly.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting there. Drives that one to left center gap. That was good hustle there in center field from Bernardi, but just couldn't track that one down, and 2 runs get to come across.
It's a nice start to your season if you're the Grizzly. Still nobody out here. The second hit. Plates across 2, as that's a first pitch strike there. And much needed for Cesarios.
Had to get the equipment off over there.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Trying to do some damage with that pitch. He saw his teammate Leba have that big RBI double. Dye trying to do the same thing here.
Quickly 0-2. Finally getting ahead in the count is Cesarios, but ball right there makes it 2-1. Or 1-2, excuse me. Pitch fired and swing and a miss. Strike 3 caught into the glove and out, number 1. A nice pitch from Cesario for a strikeout, number 1, and out, number 1 on the day.
Yeah, great job by Cesarios to bounce back there as after giving up that big 2 RBI double to Leba to bounce back in for a strikeout and looking to continue that and stop the bleeding here early.
Steps in the shortstop, Pano Kutalis. Donning that number 2. As many shortstops have, obviously the most iconic being Derek Jeter. Left-handed Kutalis pokes one in the right field, but foul. Got a nice piece on it, though.
So really the stolen bases paying dividends off for the Grizzlies, and that's something in Game 1, too, that we saw was a lot of stolen bases for the Lumberjacks, and that really helped them to that big advantage and be able to score runs, and the Grizz early do the same thing.
It's a 10-batter lineup in the PSCL, and we'll run you through the rest of this lineup here. Is obviously Williams in the 1 spot, Johnson in the 2, Layla in the 3, Dye in the 4, Kutalis currently at the plate right now in the 5 spot, Bonilla on deck in the 6, Armendariz batting 7th, Vladimirov batting 8th, Zarate batting 9th, and he's the designated hitter, and the extra hitter, Max Delegadillo, batting 10th, as that one's chopped to the second baseman for out number 2. But moves the runner over to third base. So 2 straight outs after getting a little bit touched up by the first 3 batters. But if you can limit the damage at 2 and bring your offense to the plate, that would be huge for Cesarios after the start he had.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need, though, after to be able to bounce back, and that's what you're looking for as a pitcher. And something here, too, that you could work on is if you're one of these pitchers in this PSCL league is, trying to find ways, like, when you're getting into damage, yes, it's a high-pressure spot, but you get to learn throughout that in the summer to find your ways to fight out of it.
See how exactly he can get himself out of a tough mess that he created himself, as that's ball 1 to Bonilla. See a lot of familiar baseball last names on this team. Hunter Dye, no relation to Jermaine Dye. Isaiah Bonilla, no relation, I'm assuming, to Bobby Bonilla. But some baseball last names nonetheless through and through. As the 1-0 is fired in on the inside corner, called for a strike.
Being able to hit multiple locations as a pitcher in this one, and you mentioned what things that you're looking for as a pitcher. You're looking to try to expand your stuff, whether it's a fastball or off speed. Try to hit different locations, work inside and out.
That one just missing. Now 2-1. Correction, 2-2 the count here. Foul ball by Bonilla. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs after 2 have been plated across, and now it'll be a payoff pitch versus a throw down to third. Does not get him. We saw a couple throwdowns in the last game where they went errant and it created damage, so a risky throw, but no damage done. Almost got him, actually.
Yeah, strong throw behind the plate. That's Rodriguez on the plate for the North Stars. Saw Leyba maybe going a little too far down that third baseline. I want to check.
1-2. Popped up in the air into the right center field gap, but camped under it is Thompson for out number 3, and that'll do it for the frame. A rough start for Cesarios on the mound, but he bounces back after giving up the first 3 base runners and 2 runs. That's all the damage so far, and what has been a high-scoring day so far, North Stars looking to get on the board early.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
And welcome back to the PSCL here in Palm Springs, California. Beautiful day here for opening day, and there's a beautiful start for the Grizzlies offense. Their first 3 hitters got aboard with 2 runs plated across, and it's now the North Stars looking to respond. It's Fabian Galvez on the mound for the Grizzly. It was a clean first 2 innings in the first game here. Zeros from both sides, and then starters began to get touched up a little bit second time through the order.
Yeah, and we'll see here, but a little bit difference here in this one as Grizz, like you had said, jump off to a hot start. We'll see if the North Stars here can match that.
1-1 offering. High, just misses the zone. 2-1. Chopper on the ground. Going to be a tough play. Throw over is in time for out number 1. A really nice play by Misa Layla.
Yeah,
for the first out of the inning.
Great job by Leyba there. There's a slow chopper, and sometimes those ones can be the hardest ones because you're trying to hurry up and get that ball out of your glove and make a, not a best angle to make a throw as a third baseman on the run, sidearm throw, but nice, beautiful play to retire Peyton.
So efficient start. A 5-3 to get Peyton, and now Martinez stepping to the dish. It's Jason Martinez, the second baseman for the North Stars. That one's chopped to the second baseman in Bonilla. Bonilla throws over, and that's in time. 2 groundouts, an efficient start for Galvin.
Yep, that's exactly what you're asking for, especially if you're Galvez and your offense puts up a 2 spot for you. You want to do a quick 1, 2, 3 and get those bats back in there.
Oh, the best thing you could possibly do after a quick inning or getting some run support is a quick inning. Galvez doing exactly that and gets a pop-up right over our heads. I saw you jump up, EA. We thought that was the one.
Ready. We're waiting for one. You had mentioned, and we were talking about in our first broadcast, we're waiting, or at least me, I'm waiting to hopefully get a ball up here in the booth so I can make a play.
Hey, for me, my computer's already broken. I can sacrifice the computer if we get a souvenir up here.
I'm looking to say, hopefully he doesn't break anything up here and I actually catch it. That's the goal if one actually does get hit up here.
Now 1-1 is Galvez quickly working here. Couple balls fired, and now it's 2-1. Primary ground ball pitcher and working quickly is Galvez.
He's like a robot right now. He's catch the ball, get on the mound, throw it right back.
I mean, with the pitch clock now being as big of a factor as it is in baseball, it's very critical to work quickly on the mound as he has. And you see some guys who are sort of like a human rain delay at this level, and it works at this level because we have no pitch clock here, but when you get to the advanced levels of baseball, that won't work.
And right there, going quicker, too, especially because you mentioned at this level the pitch clock's not a thing. You can kind of throw these hitters off balance if you start moving so quickly as a pitcher.
As ball 4 just misses the zone. But yeah, building off that point, when you're a guy who works so fast, it sets up to fool the hitter because you have to think right away and may throw the hitter off balance, and then in turn, you work a long count. All of a sudden, you can take 7-8 seconds to deliver a pitch, and the hitter will be like, "What is this guy doing?"
Yeah. You can really change it up if you go quick, and then you could start holding. Yeah, you can really throw hitters and runners off.
So that one plunks the batter right in the helmet. No worse for the wear is Bayless, the designated hitter. And now the tying run is aboard with 2 outs. A 2-out rally, which we saw that was so prevalent for the Lumberjacks in the last ball game, could become a factor for the team that's the home team today in the North Stars.
That's all you need is walks and hit by pitches, and wild pitches really start killing your inning. So Galvez trying to shut it down as quickly as possible.
Ball 1 right there from Galvez. Jackson Logsdon at the dish, the third baseman. He's quickly ahead 2-0. Logsdon grounds one up the middle, base hit in between the first and second base gap. Runner rounding third, heading for home. He will score. Ball bobbled around in right field, and the runner at third base will just stay at third. Hitter in Logsdon goes to second base and lead a slice in half.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there from Logsdon. That lefty pull side works it that way, gets by the second baseman Bonilla over there, and luckily another run didn't score as that ball was kicked in right field by Johnson. But you mentioned that's a great strike back from the North Stars because oftentimes when you go down early in a game, it always feels like you're just waiting to get that one right back, and great job to cut in half.
So Dion Cesario-Scott at the plate. Takes a first pitch strike. And if you're Galvez, you need to limit the damage here. You got 2 quick outs and then a 2-out rally. Has made things a little tight here on the mound as now it's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a big spot here for Cesario-Scott early in this game, but 2 runners in scoring position get the lead right back.
Cesario-Scott fouls one back, and it's 1-2. A recent graduate of Regis Jesuit High School. Was the first baseman and right-handed pitcher there, but also got it done in the classroom with a 4.39 GPA. As he hits one the opposite way, Bonilla fields it, corrals it, and that's out number 3. So some damage done, but the lead still in favor of the Grizzlies as of now after the first inning, 2-1. We head top second.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
It's Leba, not Layla. Leba. Sam?
Gotcha. I couldn't read the manager's handwriting. That's on there. Thank you. Thanks, Steven.
You're welcome, sir. Now, how do you get rid of the time on the clock? You can't?
Oh, set clock. And welcome back here. Top half of the second inning. Grizzlies tacked on 2 in that top half of the first inning. And now with the bottom half of their order up, looking to do some more damage in the second inning of work for Cesarios.
Especially the Grizz, you put up a 2 spot in the first, and then the North Stars come back and strike to at least cut the lead in half. If you're the Grizz, you want to stay on attack because it seems like the North Stars will be right there with you. Looks like, so far early, just looking at how the game's going, obviously it's only the first inning, but kind of expecting a high-scoring affair here between these 2 teams.
I mean, that's kind of been the story of the game for both sides, and if you're the Grizzly, you need to get runs early and often, as the same for the North Stars, because if you don't score runs, the other team will, and it can turn into a lopsided affair and an avalanche of runs fairly quickly. First pitch fired in for a ball. It's Saul Armendariz, the left fielder in the ball game here today. Takes another one on the outside, or on the inside, 2-0.
I want to see Cesarios picked up where he left off to start the game. A little bit shaky, 2 base hits and a walk. After that, he settled back down. That's what you're looking to improve upon. Keep on picking up from there.
Looked up, and I saw a foul ball coming right towards our direction.
It's just missing us now at this point. Just missing.
It's getting closer and closer, though. Good piece on it, just missed, and now it's 2-1 as that one's lined up the middle base hit. As I said, good piece from Arendariz telling you that he was just on it, just barely missed the pitch, was just under it. That one he did not get under, and it's a base hit.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. You always want, that's always the main goal, is hit that right back where it came from. Already added the hit.
That one's popped in the air. Could be playable, but it won't be. J.R. Vladimirov. First baseman at the plate right now. He's got a big swing.
You saw that one. That one's set high in the air. Obviously, you take a little bit high, the height of that one, put a little bit more on driving, maybe a little bit less underneath it. Ball might go a little bit of ways, and we already saw a 3-run home run in the first game here from the Blue Sox.
That one's fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2. But a couple of pieces from the 8-hole hitter in Vladimirov here, so it tells you that he might get on one. Might not be this AB, but he's seeing the ball well out of the hand. That one's high. Runner on the move. Low throw. Swim move. And he's safe. Nice stolen base from Armendariz. Didn't maybe get the best jump there, but that was a great slide to get in there.
Yeah, that was a good pick over there on the defensively also, but just couldn't get the tag down. And his arm just got in there. The ball really beat him, but then it hopped. Then he had to dig it out and try to swipe all the way back down. By that time, Armendariz is already sliding there safely.
This one popped in the air, center field. Won't be deep enough for a tag, and will just be a fly out for Vladimirov and out number 1.
Yep, great job there from Cesarios to settle back in. Stolen base, a hit, and then a stolen base. Then you follow up with the out, and right there, the runner can't advance, so you're still in play right now to get out of it.
So brings up Andrew Zarate at the plate. Designated hitter in this one. Zarate, first pitch ball. Played at Yucapilla High School. Another one of those class of 2026 graduates. So congrats to him on his recent high school graduation.
Now here just trying to get a tune-up before that college ball really starts. Good league to do it here in the PSCL.
That one's popped in the air. Under it is Sario Scott. That's quickly 2 away after the leadoff batter got his way to second base on a stolen base with nobody out. Could be a good opportunity for Cesario to get out of this one.
Yeah, that was a great job there. Another great job from Cesarios. You know, you go back to the at-bat before that from Vladimirov. Couldn't advance the runner. And then here again, a runner can't advance another 90. So Cesarios finding ways to fight through the damage.
Extra hitter here. This is the 10th spot. And Max Delgadillo. Delgadillo takes the first pitch ball. Hitting in the 10 hole, wearing that number 10. And dangerous Theodore Williams standing on deck. Runner on the move for third, and he is gunned. Maybe not the best decision to steal with 2 outs. You never want to make that third out at third base, and it proves costly right there. North Stars looking to tie or take the lead in this bottom half. We'll see if they can do just that right after this. And we welcome you back here to the bottom half of the second inning. Sam Egan alongside Ethan Oliveris. We're pleased to have you join us here on this Tuesday afternoon, the opening day of PSCL baseball. Now afternoon being 12:19 a.m. or p.m. Excuse me. Be a little late for a 12:19 a.m. baseball game.
Yeah, you're sounding a little crazy there, Sam. That would be, I don't know about a fun one, even for players, for broadcasters, for coaches. I don't know about a 12 a.m. game.
Any staff involved in general, not a fun night for them at the ballpark, I would imagine, as Rodriguez already had 1-0 in the count. Takes a quick time to try and break up the momentum of Galvez, and it seemed to have done just that. As the catcher outfielder at Monterey Peninsula College reaches a board on the hit by pitch.
Not a good start there from Galvez, but the same as Cesarios. Cesarios hasn't started off well either, but the North Stars attacked Galvez last inning with 2 outs. That's really when it started.
Pickoff move not in time. We'll see after a 2-out rally that surrendered a run, Galvez is able to respond well, or may get a little shaken up after the leadoff runner gets aboard. That one swung on and missed by Jovan Bernard. Center fielder in this one.
Yeah, Rodriguez over there at first base kind of was already leaning back to the bag, so couldn't advance when that ball kicked away from Dye behind the plate.
Runner on the move, and that one's going to be well over the bag, and stolen base there from Rodriguez.
We're seeing so far in these, we saw all of game 1, and we're only here in the second inning in game 2, but we're seeing a lot of stolen bags here from these teams, really trying to test, the timing of pitchers and the arm of the catchers.
Swung on and fouled. Correction, there was Bernard who reached on the hit by pitch, and Lambros now at the plate. Now Bernard on the move again. This time for third, and he's in there. Look at the wheels from Bernard. Get himself first to third. That's 2 stolen bases on the day for him. But a swing and a miss, strike 3 to Lambros.
Yeah, great job there. Really just continuing to extend on the base pass. That's all you always want to do, is continue to keep going up an extra 90. And it looks like here the Grizz defense will play back, corners up.
Ball's chopped on the infield. Throw coming home. The tag is in time on Bernard. Great play right there by Leba. And that's out number 2. That's the second really impressive play we've seen on the infield already from Leba. Putting on a show there at the hot corner.
Yeah, I just mentioned the corners were playing up there. And that was a great job over there at third base of Leba to come up firing, get that runner at the plate. It's exactly that smart execution baseball, and great job by Galvez to get that hit onto the corners, because if it's anywhere in the middle infield, that run's scoring.
First pitch fired in for a strike. 0-1 here to Josh Payton. Runner on the move, and in there, another stolen base. That one not even close, ball 2. So Payton, a product of the University of Chicago. He's a senior with the Maroons. As Payton gets hit by the pitch, and he'll get a board. I know it's not football season, but a little fun fact for you, E, is the first ever Heisman Trophy winner was actually playing football at the University of Chicago. That was Jay Berwanger. He was a halfback at the time and took home the first ever Heisman Trophy.
Wow. Where'd you pull that stat from?
I grew up with Berwanger's son.
Oh, okay.
His son was one of my grandma's friends, so got to know their family very well. Got to actually see the first ever Heisman Trophy from Mr. Berwanger, and incredible family. And now it's really incredible because University of Chicago doesn't even have a football program anymore. So after they disbanded their football program, they're like, here, you can have your Heisman Trophy back. And they let him have the trophy.
See, sometimes you just run into the right people, get to see some crazy, get to experience the right thing, Sam. That's actually incredible.
As a swing and a miss right there. 4 strike 2. It's Jason Martinez who grounded out to Bonilla. In the first inning, second time through the order, though. See if they can start to get to Galvis. 1-2 is high, 2-2.
Galvis now trying to just stop this inning. It's been a bit longer inning here in the second. Don't really want it to go any further.
Now 3-2, in danger of extending the inning once more. So we saw the first run of the game score for the North Stars on a wild pitch. With 2 outs due to a walk and a hit by pitch. And now in danger of another 2-out rally are the Grizzlies at 3-2. This one chopped in the air. Galvis, a PFP, throws over to first and gets himself out of a jam. So more runners left on base for the North Stars. That's another 2 that they leave on. Score remains 2-1 Grizzly as we head top 3. Welcome to the third inning here in this 7-inning contest here, the PSCL, and we have a good one so far in store here, 2-1, with the team at the dish, the Grizzly on top. And a swing and a miss to start their inning. That's strike 1. There's a runner caught stealing third and Armendariz to end the last inning, so Delgadillo back at the dish once again. And it's 1-1. 1-1 to Delgadillo, and that one high and inside. A little uncomfortable for him, makes it 2-1.
If you're Delgadillo, just trying to find a way to get on base here to flip up to the top half of your order. That's always your job as, the bottom. In this case, he's the 10 guy, but if you're, normal 9 hitter, you're the 9 hitter trying to just lead off the inning, get on base, maybe swipe a bag also and get your big guys up heart of the order.
Freshman at Cal State University, Sacramento. So going from NorCal to SoCal. I'm telling you, probably felt quite a temperature adjustment when he got to town yesterday.
Oh, 100%. You're coming into 100+ here in Palm Springs. It's been heating up as of lately. We got blessed here early when we first came here in about middle of May. Wasn't too bad yet.
No.
We had almost a high of 80s one day. Oh, we were like, oh, this is beautiful. And then now, past 2 weeks, we're 100+.
Still hasn't been anything too obscene yet. As now the 3-2 from Delgadillo after he thought he saw a ball 4, swings and misses at strike 3. And potentially an inning-shifting call to Delgadillo. He thought he had the walk. It was ruled strike 2. Got another chance at it. It was strike 3. But brings up the top of the card and Theodore Williams.
Definitely inning shifting because, like I mentioned, you're that bottom guy just trying to find a way anyway on base for his leadoff spot. And now here, it's a good win by Cesarios to now face the top of the order with nobody on base and only 2 outs away from getting out of the inning.
As Williams skies this one into center field. Fighting the sun, but making the catch for out number 2 is Bernard.
That's a great start there. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's heart of the order. You want to try to get these guys at the heart of the order and in the quickest way possible. You don't want those guys to continue to see your pitches and build on or adjust to what you have.
It's the 2-hole hitter in Caden Johnson. This is the part of the order that did damage. It was the first 3 hitters that got on. The first 2 came around and score in that first inning for the Grizzly in Williams and Johnson as Johnson swings and misses at strike 1. But after that, there's been no damage done. 7 of the last 8 hitters have been retired by Cesarios.
No, that's why it's so important that he got that Delgadillo out 10 spot, then 1 pitch, 1 out with the heart at the top of the lineup, and now up ahead 0-2 on Johnson.
And this was peculiar about Cesarios is he's attacking up in the zone with breaking balls. And typically you see those high breaking balls get taken far and get a lot of damage done, but so far for Cesarios, nothing being done to it.
Yeah, he's getting the chase so far. It honestly probably not landing all the way back down. It starts up and it's kind of staying up, and maybe hitters thinking that it's going to, like you said, it starts up. It usually means it's about to land in the middle of the plate or chest high.
Yeah, when you're seeing that breaking ball at the top of the plate, if you're expecting it, you can drive it a long ways. But when you're expecting it in another spot and you just watch it go past you, it could be a lethal pitch. So a quick mound meeting as our umpiring crew brushes off home plate, and it looks as crisp and clean as it ever has.
It's got to be one of the most satisfying things in baseball when the home plate umpire grabs his brush and
I can't lie. I hate the sound of it. It just sounds like nails on a chalkboard for me. That one's down the left field line, but foul.
I can't agree with you on that one, Sam. It's when you're right there, you hear the brush, get the sand. It's
satisfying to look
dirty,
at, but
yeah. It's like so many beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things in baseball. There's a lot of beautiful things in baseball you could go on and rant about.
Beautiful ballpark here. Been around since the 40s when it was built. Angels played here, called it their spring training home from the 60s to the 90s. Now the 1-2 here. Fired in outside and 2-2. So we've mentioned before, not a hitter's friendly ballpark. 350 to the corners, 385 to the gaps, and 400 straightaway center field. The 2-2 offering is 3-2, so it really takes a lot to poke one out of here, especially with the wood bats. You don't have the metal torpedo bats where to shoot off the bat a little more, so if you get one out here, you really got every stitch of it. Big payoff pitch here from Cesarios. A breaking ball, a swing, and a miss. Strike 3. So that breaking ball continues to be filthy for Cesarios. 3 innings. 9 of the last 10 have been retired. And he's hoping his team can give him some run support in the bottom half of the third. We'll be right back here with the PSCL, North Stars and Grizzly, right after this.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
That was number 6.
I had Bernstein down for
Bottom half of the third inning here between the North Stars and the Grizzlies, and it's the North Stars looking to get the offense going. They had one in the first that came across with 2 outs. They've left a couple of runners stranded in scoring position, runners stranded in general. Already 4 runners left on base here in the first 2 innings. And looking to bring those runners in and start a little rally here is Cooper Thompson, the heart of their order. 3, 4, 5 coming up, and all 3 of these guys, and Thompson, Bayless, and Logsdon, reached base in the first inning. First pitch missed. Ball 1. Thompson, a walk, came around to score as part of that 2-out rally. Swing and miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Continuing to work quick is Galvez, and missing that one. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Cooper Thompson. Product of Southern Idaho. Takes a pitch inside. 2-2.
Yeah, Gal's been trying to fight that inside corner now. I've got a couple times.
Takes low, ball 4 as, correction, that was a full count to Thompson. For the second straight at bat, he walks, but it's a leadoff walk, and those can be so deadly to pitchers. Usually see those score more times than not.
Yeah, we've seen a very active North Stars stealing bases, so we'll see here if Thompson will take off. North Stars definitely not afraid to go after it.
Thompson out of Twin Falls, Idaho. Hit 280 this year. The College of Southern Idaho. Had 2 stolen bases with this time there, so definitely could be a candidate to go if you don't look over at him.
Yeah, right now, not a big lead over there from Thompson, though. He's really takes a very small lead, so it doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere.
Now Samuel
for now.
Bayless at the dish. It's a 1-1 count. Runner on the move. Thompson in there with a throw high. Would have been there anyway, even if it was a great throw. And mentioned he was definitely a candidate to go if you don't look him over. Galvez didn't really look at him at all, and he took off for second base.
Yeah, started off with a small lead, and then really, honestly, a good tactic. Start off small lead, then Galvez or the pitcher, whoever it is, won't really keep it on you. That's when you expand the lead, get a good jump, and that's exactly what Thompson did there.
Bayless with tying run, standing a little less than 180 feet away. But it's an even count on him, 2-2 with nobody out. Love to see him take the approach of trying to take it the opposite way and take it to that right side. We'll see if he can do just that. Was hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance before coming around to score. He gets a high breaking ball and one he feels he just missed, fouling it away.
Yeah, that one right there, almost like an awkward type swing just to get a piece of it also, but a big hack at the same time.
2 strikes, trying to get a nice piece of the ball and stay alive, doing just that. Now 2-2 offering. Thompson standing at second, the pitch. That ball is going to the right field side, and that's a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Thompson. The throw is going to be cut off by the first baseman. Thompson scores, and Bayless does exactly what I said with 2 strikes, take it the opposite way, and tie the ball game.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. That right side was open. Second baseman Martinez over there. Second baseman Bonilla was over there trying to hold on Thompson and opens up that gap. It's exactly what you want to do with no outs, trying to move the runner over, but it ends up getting the runner in. So great piece of hitting there from Bayless.
So now it brings up Jackson Logsdon, the third baseman who had a 1 RBI base hit in his last AB, and he pops this one into center field, ranging back on his Williams at the track, and he drops the ball. He dropped the ball in the center field alleyway. Rounding third and getting the windmill for home on an errant throw, and scoring will be Bayless. Bayless heading for third. No one covering. A race to the bag. He's safe. A lot of chaos on the bases. A lot of chaos throughout that entire play. But at the end of it all, Logsdon stands at third on an E8. Run comes in to score. That's the go-ahead run in Bayless. And another run standing 90 feet away with nobody out. Ethan, what did we just see?
Well, that ball was driven deep out to center field there. That's Theodore Williams on center field. Does a good job to get there, but can't really. He's kind of drifting back on the spot. Didn't really have a chance to get underneath it. Kicks off the glove, and didn't hit the cutoff on the way home. Kind of just chucked it by. Run scores, and great heads-up play by Logsdon also to see that third base was vacated and take that extra aggressive bag.
It was a bad play gone worse with the entire infield in at first. Now the middle infield will back up. Strikes fired in, 1-1. Yeah, Williams, you said got under that baseball. I don't know if he lost it in the sun or just tried squeezing the glove too early, but costly error right there. Still with nobody out. Flipped the script of the ball game.
Yeah, now if you're here at Galvez too, I'm surprised that Grizzlies defense is not all playing up. They're doing the same thing again, corners in, try to cut off the run, but hits a middle infield, get the job done.
Check swing did not go around. So now it'll be 2-2. So it's 3, 4, 5 who have all reached base in both of their at-bats. The rest of this North Star lineup has struggled a little bit in the 2-2. Sario Scott is taken upstairs. That one's popped into the air to Williams in center field. He's ranging on it, and he'll make the catch. Runner's going to tag from third and score. So the lead will be doubled for the North Stars, but a big first out there from Galvez to limit the bleeding for that batter at least.
Yeah, if you're Cesario Scott, that's a job well done. That's exactly what you're looking for. A runner on third, you're either trying to get the ball down on the ground to the middle infield of the run score or get the sac fly, and deep enough out there to center to get the sac fly.
So I believe this is Jovan Bernard at the dish. He takes inside for ball one. Bernard hit by pitch in his first at B, and he pops this one into center field as well. A lot of action for Williams in this inning, and that's out number 2. So Williams really getting his cardio in this half inning. Two runs unearned on the error. Galvez doing a nice job of responding smoothly after 3, 4, 5 does damage yet again for the North Stars. Swing and a miss. So quickly ahead with 2 strikes, Galvez.
Galvez working quick again. Tries to quick pitch him.
He's been doing that all day, and it's been working, so why not? That one shot. Third baseman in Leba could not get there. Past his diving glove, and that'll be a base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting there from Lambros. Galvez looked like after all those runs that came in, he was going to get out of it smoothly after that and calm it down, but now has to go back out, and good job by the North Stars to continue to create these long innings on Galvez.
And it's been with 2 outs. The North Stars have done some damage before. Taking a first pitch strike as a 10-hole hitter, and Hurlburt. Pickoff move over to first base, not in time. To Ryder Lambros. The 0-1 offering, and it's a nice stop behind the dish by Hunter Dye. Keep that runner at first base. That one we see a lot of times just get away and put another runner in scoring position. The 0-1 offering runner now on the move. That one hit the opposite way, right field, and that one is down for a fair ball. This is big-time trouble. The runner jogging from second base to third, thinking that ball was foul. It's actually fair, and rounding third and now heading for home is Lambros. He'll get in easily. Another triple, this one from Hurlburt, and the North Stars are starting to take command.
Another great piece of hitting there, going to the right side, and that right side has been opening up here for the North Stars. And I mentioned, too, in game 1 of the game of our broadcast, when that ball gets hits down the line, it's trouble. That's a long way to move out there. There's a lot of ground to cover right there. That one kicked away, allowed for the triple and another run to score for the North Stars.
As Peyton pops this one into the air, foul. I don't know if you saw that, E. It was nearly a base-running blunder from Ryder Lambros. Thought that ball was called foul, so he's jogging from second to third base and got ready to turn back around to first before his third base coach is screaming, that ball's fair, and he turned on the Jets.
Yeah, as the windmill got turned up a little bit.
As another one taken the opposite way, this behind by Peyton. This one past the diving glove of Johnson, and this could be another triple. Peyton turning on the Jets, rounding second, heading for third. Another run did score, and Peyton indeed back-to-back triples. This time from the Maroon product out of University of Chicago, and the leadoff hitter gets his first hit of the ball game.
Just mentioned up that right side. It's contagious right now. When you see one guy do it, go that way, it feeds off, and that's exactly what the North Stars are starting to tee off that way.
So Hurlburt scores after his triple, and what will be the last hitter of the inning regardless, and Jason Martinez, as they are going to bat around. Take strike one. Martinez, a pair of groundouts in this ball game. He's 0 for 2 so far. Looking to break that hitless spell. Currently one of 2 North Stars to not reach base so far. And looking to change that, but fouling it off to make it 1-2.
Martinez again, though, has the right idea, trying to shoot that ball the other way. There's a lot of green grass out there.
Seen going the opposite way has worked well for the North Stars all day so far.
Now Johnson in right field, kind of shading more towards the line. So if you can barrel this one over the second baseman's head, that could roll to the gap.
May not get a chance to, but that one nearly clipping him, but getting out of the way is Martinez. It's Cooper Thompson who led this inning off with a walk, stole second, and later came around to score. And that is ball 4. So for the first time today, Martinez reaches. And Cesario Scott, who had the sacrifice fly earlier in the inning, is the only one to not reach base so far for the North Stars. Thompson will get a second AB here in this inning, as I thought that rounds out the order and the inning ends.
That's 4 straight hitters now that have reached. It started with Galvis, 2 outs, empty bases, gave up a single, a triple, and now a walk. So these innings for Galvis starting to pile on him, and so are the pitches, but no one up and moving in the Grizz bullpens. They'll stick for Galvis for now.
We're going to let him finish out this inning and start getting movement in the pen as soon as it concludes. That pitch inside to Thompson, who, as you mentioned, walked to start this inning and came around to score. Already had in the count 1-0. He walked in his first plate appearance as well. You know, if you're Thompson, you're in the 3-hole and you want to swing the bat, as he did right there. A big cut and a miss, but they're not giving you pitches to hit. Gives you no reason to swing. Ball and a strike. Runner on the move for second base, and Martinez will get in without a throw. He steals a bag, the second stolen base of the inning.
Now Thompson here, get this ball through, pick up a pair of RBIs.
On the outside, strike 2.
Especially at that call right there, that was a little, maybe might have just been off the outside corner. Go that way with it. Don't try to pull it because you'll just roll it over.
It's been the opposite way approach for this North Star team that's been working so well. This one hit the opposite way. Johnson under it, making the catch in a sea of green. So damage done by the North Stars, a big crooked number. Helping out their starter in Cesarios by giving them some run support. They got 5 in that frame. And it's the Grizzly looking to respond. We'll see if they can right after this.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
So batting around the order were the North Stars in the bottom half of that third inning. And they took control of that ball game. Or the ball game, at least so far. Far from over. They're only a 4-run game. Leading off for the Grizzly will be Misa Leba. Leba takes first pitch called strike. He had an RBI double in his last go-around. Played it across 2. That one well off the outside, 2-1.
Now, the script kind of flips here for Cesarios now. Now you got that lead back, and now here's where the same thing we're talking about Galvis for the Grizzlies. You want to make a quick inning, get those bats back up. Now same thing for Cesarios. Their offense is starting to roll. They're trying to make this as quick as possible.
Yeah, in turn, though, when your offense is rolling like that, that's a long inning. That's a long time sitting down as a starter for Cesario, and right now he's on pace for the win. But usually sometimes you see guys after a long inning like that by their offense can come out a little bit cold and lose some command to start that inning. But Cesario's to going 2 strikes showed no sign of that, but that one missed well low, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, Cesario's misses so far today, too, have been low, really getting spiked, but they really haven't been competitive either, so not really getting a lot of chase on that low pitch.
It's better than missing your spot down the middle or high and getting damage done as that breaking ball that misses for ball 4. Thought he might have had the upper corner, but couldn't find it, and that's a leadoff walk for Leyba, who's reached in both of his plate appearances today. So upsets Hunter Dye. Dye, the runner on first base. Leyba extends his lead by a step. Cesario's not looking over. Dye pops this one in the air, swinging away first pitch. Charging in is Bernard, and will make the catch.
Great communication out there in center field by Bernard to come in. Tougher play for your shortstop Payne to go out and make an ranging over the shoulder catch. So great job by Bernard to go ahead and call him off and make running in catch.
And like you said, that's a much easier play for the center fielder. When you're ranging back on that, that could be easy to misstep, misplay the ball, or just lose it. So when you got a center fielder just ranging in on it who can see it the full way, you'd much rather him take that play if he can, and he did exactly that, and a nice play by Bernard. Quickly 0-1 now to the shortstop, Impano Cutales. Grounded out to the second baseman in his first go-around. Cutales likes to choke up on the bat, especially with 2 strikes, has a unique swing that can draw a lot of contact. And he's a guy you won't probably strike out very much. Also, incredibly in on the plate. Can be a massive hit by pitch candidate. He swings away at that one the opposite way, dropping kind of fast but foul towards the Grizzly bullpen.
Yeah, that lefty slice there from Cutales. Anytime a lefty hits that ball, it's a tough play for the left fielder to make because that ball quickly dies and slices. So
that fielder isn't really shifted all that far from the corner, too, as he shifts now a few steps to the right.
Probably even if that one landed in fair territory also, it was probably getting down because, like you mentioned, it was falling fast.
Set now 0-2 to Cutales. He takes ball 2. That one gets away. Runner on the move. And we'll get to second base. It's going to go as a passed ball. And Cutales now with the runner in scoring position. Just looking to drive him in, keep the line moving. Good speed aboard with Leyba at first base. Wouldn't be shocked to see him get the windmill. Ball 2 strikes. Cutales now running on the move for third base. That one skied in the air. Leyba got to go back to second base. Going to be a close play. Gets there just in the nick of time.
Yeah, Leyba was off moving on that pitch. And that one not hit. Really the height of that ball saved it because it wasn't hit far, but it was hit high enough just in time for Leyba to race back to the bag.
I think that one may have been a hit and run, too. I don't know if filling the base was the exact end goal for that one. May have just been more of a hit and run, and get the runner in motion to try and score that run. Instead, nearly turned into a double play as this first pitch is taken the opposite way. Under it is Thompson making the grab for out number 3. So leadoff walk does no damage as a pair of flyouts will end the inning. Goes F8, F4, then F9 through the heart of the lineup. And it's the North Stars coming to bat with a lot of momentum. So welcome back. Bottom of the 4th inning here at Palm Springs Stadium. North Stars holding a 6-2 lead as it stands right now.
Bayless so far in this one, hit by pitch, and then had a RBI single in his second plate appearance.
Designated hitter in this ball game is Bayless. Traditionally a first base outfielder combination out of Clackamas Community College, and Galva's still on the mound, still working quickly. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Galva's trying to have a bounce back inning here after North Stars put up a 5 spot on him in the 3rd.
What do you know? Another opposite field knock for the North Stars. Looking to turn it into 2 is Bayless, and doing exactly that with his speed. It's a leadoff knock to start bottom half of this 4th inning for Bayless in a double.
Yeah, that's what you call a hustle double there. I was talking about earlier in last inning, Johnson out there in right field for the Grizzlies, kind of shading more towards the line. So if you try to line up and hit it over second baseman's head right there, that ball can, hop and travel a little bit. And Johnson had to track that one down and backhand it, and that's a hustle double from Bayless.
It's Deion Cesario-Scott right here. And he lines one the opposite way. Left center field. Ranging on his Williams. He won't have a play. The run's going to score. And he'll just jog his way into second. An absolute poke the opposite way and extending the lead to 7-2.
Another great piece of hitting. Now the other way, the left side going the opposite way, which you love to see.
I believe now this is Gavin Rodriguez stepping to the plate. Rodriguez, the catcher in today's ball game, swinging an interesting piece of lumber. I can't tell what that logo is on the barrel. It's a sweet-looking bat, though.
It is got that. Yeah, I don't. What that is a pretty decent sized logo too. That almost covers the whole barrel there.
I was looking at it. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, hard to tell.
I mean, it looks like an
is,
Adidas logo, but it's not. Like, it doesn't have the 3 stripes. It's unique nonetheless. We'll see if it can result in a hit for him with Bernard on deck. Hasn't even got a chance to swing it yet. It's 3-0. Absolute poke on that last at-bat by Cesario Scott. It's a rocket. That's when you know you're feeling good as a hitter. You can take it the opposite way with that much authority, as that one is a base hit to the pull side for Rodriguez. First AB, first hit. Cesario Scott staying put at third base. You got ducks on the pond. Nobody out, though. And Bernard at the plate. Bernard, a speed threat for sure. Got hit by a pitch in the second inning, and then still only second and third base. Center fielder in today's ball game. And at the corners are the Grizzly, but now taking a step back. Bernard takes strike one.
You know, see, Bernard has some speed on him too. When you see the Grizzly defense in that shift, pole side shift right now. If you can drive it the other way, which they've been doing all day, they'll get through easily.
Runner on the move. This one hit right at the second baseman. Will get the runner heading for second over to first in time.
Well, they were
a
shifted
6-3 double play that was shifted perfectly, as you said. And Bernard, who's a really tough guy to turn two on, gets twisted on a twin killing.
Yeah, right there. Not sure, though, at third base why Rodriguez didn't take off. Once ball's hit on the ground, you're going from the runner at third. But decides to stay put now. And
especially with the infield back. Yeah, that could prove costly. Swing and a miss, strike one to Ryder Lambros. He swings and misses at strike two. Big cut right there on a pitch that was high and inside. It's a really tough play, though, from Kutalis to turn that double play, though. As now that one heading right towards the Grizzly dugout. If you can't beat him on the field, beat him with the ball, I guess. No one worse for the wear, though. And it's 0-2. Pitch from Galvez. That one poked into the last row of seats and foul.
Galvez could really get out of this one if he can get out here with Lambros. Could only one run, not that much damage. He does exactly that.
Check swing, goes around. Going to throw down to first and get Lambros. So the damage only limited to one after 3 straight hits, including back-to-back doubles for the North Stars. And it's the Grizzly looking for some sort of response when we get back.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs, to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So we're back here in Palm Springs, top half of the fifth inning of this 7-inning contest here between the North Star and the Grizzly. Grizzly got an arm warming up in the bullpen. And we'll see who that is next inning. I'll tell you what, he looks like a side armor warming up, so that'll be some fun stuff for us to play witness to. But we're grateful you can join us here at Palm Springs Stadium here on PSCL opening day. This is the second of our 2 games here at the stadium, and the 4th game overall between the PSCL.
It's a new pitcher now for the North Stars as well. It's number 6, Ryko Hamilton. He's a California Grizzlies post-grad.
Ryko Hamilton looking to keep the deficit where it is for the Grizzly. Or at least keep the damage limited and keep your hot offense coming to the plate. There's a very quality start from Cesarios, and right now on pace for the win after his successful 4 innings of work. It wasn't the most overwhelming of stuff from Cesarios. Not too many strikeouts, but that's not what he needed. Yes, he did get strikeouts when he needed with 3 of them.
Yeah, Cesario's final line, 4 innings pitched, 3 Ks, 2 hits, 3 hits. Excuse me, 2 walks, 3 hits, and 2 earned runs. And those 2 earned runs came back in the first inning.
That's why I was maybe a little bit shocked to see him not come back out for this 5th inning after a solid 3 frames, as now it's 1-1.
4 frames.
4 frames total, but the last 3 frames are just 0 runs of baseball.
Yeah.
And it was really after those first 3 hitters that kind of started to flip a switch. As a swing and a miss, strike 2.
That was a big hack there from Armendariz.
Yeah.
Armendariz singled back in his first plate appearance, had a stolen bag, and then caught stealing as well.
It's a play that maybe loomed large at the time, maybe not looming as large with the score being as it is. But this game ends up being a 1-run game. Getting thrown out on the base paths is one they'll look back at. Full count to him here, though, and he takes ball 4.
Not how you want to start if you're Hamilton coming in to relief when, like we mentioned, Cesarios has been dominating for the last 3 innings and start with the leadoff walk. You don't really want to give any life to this Grizzlies offense. So if you're Hamilton, want to bounce back here, now facing Vladimirov.
It's a leadoff walk and a stolen base last inning for the Grizzly. They had a runner in scoring position and then couldn't do anything with it after 3 straight flyouts. This one another miss. This one high. And it's ball 1. J.R. Vladimirov, who flew out to the center fielder in Bernard back in the 2nd inning. But for Armendariz, the 2nd time he's led off an inning, and both times he's reached. Definitely a candidate to go as he goes right there. But fouled away by Vladimirov. And that's unfortunate for Armendariz because he had that bag by plenty.
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be the worst thing as a runner is when you know you have the bag and your teammate swings the bat as well and kind of kills that stolen base. It could kill an inning also because think about it now. Let's just say Armendariz doesn't go, and now you roll into a double play. That literally takes the whole inning away. You never know.
Saw a double play put a damper in the last half inning. Is now a throw down over to first base. Is not in time. And for Vladimirov, too, maybe swinging at a pitch that was out of the zone on that foul ball. So instead of maybe being ahead 3-0 here and having a runner on second base, it's 2-1 and he's still staying put at first. Looks like he's waiting to go, but will not go on this pitch here. Takes the pitch just off the outside, 3-1. And now if you're Armendariz here with your hitter and Vladimirov already ahead in the count, 3-1, there's no reason to go here. If he walks here, you get second base anyway.
Yeah, no. You gotta be able to stay put if you're Armendariz here and let your hitter get a swing off.
Goes anyway, pitch in the dirt. He'll have second, slides for no reason as that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks as now the Grizzly offense is one solid swing of bat from getting right back in it.
I mentioned, too, you don't want to give any life to this Grizzlies offense at all. You're trying to, put on that pressure, continue to try to choke this team out of the game. But right now, you're letting them kind of creep back in with back-to-back walks. But a plus side for Hamilton is, one ball hit and play. You can have 2 outs right away with the double play ball.
That's the caveat of that, too. And you saw last inning that exact thing play out. And it let a sliver of the door, just a slight crevice, stay open for this Grizzly team. And now with nobody out and 2 on, they're just trying to poke open that door a little bit more and see if they can break it wide open. Looking for an avalanche of runs for the Grizzly. That one's taken the opposite way, but fielded by Scott, and he races to the bag. They call him safe. So Ray Cesario Scott could not win to the bag, and now they're loaded up.
That's great hustle there from Zarate there. That ball wasn't hit very hard, kind of off the end of the bat, and kind of first baseman had to go out and play and try to make that play and then run all the way back to the bag. As Hamilton right there didn't do the PFP and go ahead and run to the bag. Now bases are juiced.
And with Cesario Scott just bobbling that ball just slightly with the speed with Zarate, he was ready to go as that one's chopped on the infield. This could be trouble. The runner on third didn't take off. They'll get the runner at first, and very fortunate not only for the run to score, but for Vladimirov to not get thrown out on the base paths.
Yeah, right there. He didn't want to run right away because he thought Peyton was going to tag him right away. Peyton only play was at first, so all the runners able to advance. So still in good position here if the Grizz to continue to keep adding on runs.
RBI fielder's choice right there, and a chance to bring in a couple more as the top of the card coming to the plate here. It's Theodore Williams. There's this part of the lineup who was the only part of the lineup to get anything going in that first inning. The only inning where they scored runs up until this 5th frame.
Well, here's a time now. Good job by the bottom half of this order, to put your top of the lineup in order to score some runs.
As this one's also taken the opposite way. Thompson over his head. This is going to score 2 and at least be a 2-bagger. With the speed of Williams, he's going to round second. He's heading for 3. And he will get in there without a slide, a stand-up triple, 2 RBIs. And the Grizzlies are right back in it, slicing the lead in half.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there from Williams. He maybe took a page out of the book of the North Stars, decides to go the other way with it. And right so far today, in both of these games in the outfield, when that ball's hit even on a line, that ball's going to take off. And it suddenly just kept carrying over Thompson's head. And once it was over his head, Williams had to turn on the burners, and he got to 3 easily. And we mentioned, you cracked that door just a slight bit, and here comes the Grizzlies right back in the game.
Thompson there just kind of stayed put on that fly ball, didn't take a first step back, and it came back to bite him with that ball sailing over his head. Instead of outnumbered 2 and it just being a sac fly and 1 run scoring, it's 2 runs, another run, standing 90 feet away, and the Grizzly can once again slice this lead in half with just any sort of contact. Infield back for the North Stars, so won't take anything more than just a ground ball into the infield. especially with the speed of Williams.
Right here, Johnson just trying to do your job here. Get this ball on the ground and cut this lead to just 1.
Awkward motion there from the arm there from Hamilton. And it's 2-1. So a great start from Cesario, now in danger of being on pace for the win. That one's taking the opposite way. Foul once more. And you felt maybe Cesario maybe not running out of gas there as he was getting better as he went on, but you didn't want to risk him going through the lineup for a third time. But nonetheless, this Grizzlies offense, as they go the third way through, making some noise. That's a ground ball on the infield. Williams heading for home, and he will score on the sacrifice from Johnson. Cutting the lead in half once more, 7-6. I won't say it for our guy Steven Buxton producing what it's showing up as on the scoreboard.
You'll take that any day of the week. Great job there by Johnson. I mentioned you're just trying to do a job there. That's exactly what he does. Hits the ball hard towards the right side, which allows Williams to score. And now the lead just cut down to 1.
And for the first time since the leadoff batter in the inning in Armendariz, working with nobody on, is Hamilton. So there's a 5-run third. It looked like it was really going to break things open for the North Stars, and blink and you miss it. It's a 4 spot here in the 5th. And looking for more damage here with the heart of the lineup still coming up. Leyba, who's reaching both of his plate appearances today, skies one into left field. Looking up, and that baby will go! Misa Leyba, a moonshot. We are tied.
Now that was an absolute bomb there from Leyba, and Leyba knew once he hit it, the one-handed swing, the bat drop, and he admired that one as he should. That was a bomb, and that's how you come back in the game.
Taking his time around the bases, a 2-out bomb, a 5-run 5th inning. The Grizzlies dugout ecstatic. This game is not. We have a brand new game here in the 5th inning.
That was impressive. That was an impressive shot there. We've been talking about it's a tough yard here to hit the ball out, but that ball didn't just barely get out. That ball absolutely cleared. That one might have went over the trees out there. Yeah, right over the wall.
I think that one bounced across the street. That's not easy to do, as now it's 0-1 to Hunter Dye, who has to find a way to not match, but keep the momentum going after that long home run.
No, we called it, though, early in this first inning. We were thinking it's going to be a fist fight back and forth, trading runs. And early on, it looked like that. Then things kind of started quieting for the Grizz, and they come back and strike back with the 5 spot.
Checking his swing was Dye, and he did go around for strike 3. But a lot of noise coming off the bat of the Grizzlies, roaring their way back in it. That's a 5 spot for them in the top half of the 5th. And the North Stars in need of a response after seeing this game and their lead blown away just like that. 7-7, we head bottom 5.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Hamburgers, all about.
Thank you for calling the sandwich spot. Is this a sandwich emergency? It's a sandwich emergency!
Great sandwiches made with love. The Sandwich Spot. Love all, eat all. Located in downtown Palm Springs inside of the Henry Frank Arcade.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Was what?
I literally, right as I started, you guys are off.
And welcome back here to Palm Springs Stadium, and welcome to a brand new ball game. We were talking it over the break, E. It's tough enough to hit one out of the stadium, but to hit a no-doubter here?
That's it. It's ultra impressive what we just seen there from Leba, and he knew it and he enjoyed it as he should to bring his team all the way back to cap off that 5-run 5th inning.
And that was a shot to reach for the 3rd time today. His second hit, his second extra base hit of the day. Could be an early favorite to be a candidate for the PSCL All-Star Game on the 4th of July here at Palm Springs Stadium. But a new arm here to meet here for the Grizzlies, and he is a sidewinder, throwing it underhand, which you don't see too often.
Yosuke Shido now in the game, number 25 from Lane Community College.
It's Logan Escalante out of Bryant and Stratton, I beg your pardon, from Virginia Beach. It's a righty arm. He's a freshman over there. Just quickly throws a first pitch ball in. Interested to see how much deception a guy like this can provide as he's quickly behind 2-0. Two number 25s on this team. Escalante, the arm of these number 25s. And he's throwing sidearm, but yet to find the strike zone. And that's 4 pitches on 4 balls, a walk on 4 pitches, excuse me. That's a rough start to the inning for the sidewinder. So Galvez's day also done. After 4 innings from him. And that's 5 in a row that have missed. So it's leadoff guy and Josh Payton, who's now already in his 4th plate appearance here, as it quickly brings a meeting to the mound after 5 straight balls. And just looking to calm the young freshman down out of Bryant and Stratton.
Yeah, Escalante right now, it's a tough angle to pitch at now. If you can be able to command and throw like that, much credit to you, and good luck if you're a hitter trying to figure it out from an arm angle like that. But so far, just haven't been able to control it.
Not an easy thing to do is to locate from that arm angle. Escalante only 3 innings pitched this season with the Bobcats of Bryant and Stratton. Fires in a strike. 0-1.
Maybe that's all he needed
Or
right
one of
there
them.
was a quick mound visit there to settle back in and try to find the zone.
Need to settle down a little bit. As that one's hit the opposite way by Payton. Grounded over to second base. Bonilla fields, Bonilla throws, and that's out number 1. But getting over to third base is Holbert after the pass ball and ground ball.
We'll see here. I'm assuming 7-7 here, and we're in the bottom half of the 5th. We'll see if the Grizz play up to try to cut off the run. It would be the smart thing to do defensively.
You would think it would be the smart thing to do here.
Doesn't look like yeah, but 7-7, bottom 5th. We're only playing 7-inning games here, so kind of getting later in the later innings. So I'm not sure why not try to cut off any runs with nobody else on base, just a runner on third.
Especially with this game starting at 11:45, may not be able to play the full 7.
Well, corners will be in. That's something we've seen a couple times now from the Grizz defense is the corners in, but middle infield back.
Yeah, I feel like this is a situation where you have to have do or die with nobody on first base. No reason to try and be set up for a potential double play when there isn't one available. It's a ball, a strike, and one out. The dangerous top half of the card due up here. It's Jason Martinez, who's still searching for his first hit. Had a walk and a stolen base back in the third inning. The ever dangerous Cooper Thompson standing in the on-deck circle, who has also walked twice. Ball on the strike here. That one fouled away, 1-2.
Especially, too, for the Grizz. You just had a 5-run fifth. You came and battled all the way back to tie this game. You don't want to just, surrender the lead just like that on a, it could be a weak ground ball to the middle infield for just to get that lead. Take it from you right away.
Yeah, you saw the emotion out of that dugout. They want to win this game. You know how important it is to win on opening day. Starting off 1-0, especially in a season where it's so short, starting off 1-0 gives you such a drastically different start as opposed to 0-1. And that one's fouled away. You remember in the 2020 MLB season, 60 games, you remember how every single game was scrutinized, win-loss, because of how important each game was, as opposed to a 162 where it's a bit of a grind and you can go through funks where you can lose 7 or 8 in a row and not be too affected. Especially here, if you lose 5 games in a row, your playoff hopes are all but essentially out the window unless you go on a miraculous run, as that one is missed well outside 3-2. There's a leadoff walk, followed by a ground out by the leadoff hitter and Josh Payton. Now the payoff pitch up coming to Martinez, and he drives this one into left field. This will at least get the run home. Chasing after it is Armendariz, and he can't get there. That would be off the wall. The run will score. And Jason Martinez gives the North Stars the lead right back.
Yeah, just like that. Great piece of hitting with one out. You're either trying to hit it to the middle infield or get the ball deep enough for a sac fly. And sure, boy, was it deep enough. Even over the outfielder's head, one hops the wall for a stand-up double. And great job by North Stars. They get that gut-wrenching blow from the Grizzlies to strike back and tie the game. And just like that, they retake the lead.
That's hit number 1 on the day for Martinez, reaching a walk in his last plate appearance. And what better time for your first hit than the go-ahead RBI here? The bottom half of the 5th is that one. Not even close, as the great Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside. Coming home, not covering the bag, is the pitcher in Escalante, and that'll score the run from second to home on a wild pitch. What a heads-up play from Jason Martinez.
Yeah, Escalante was a little bit frustrated with himself that he yanked that one all the way wide, so kind of just walked off the mound, didn't even think about it. And Martinez there read that and was in there standing. That's heads-up play there from Martinez.
Now doubling their lead from 1-2 and a big swing and a miss from Cooper Thompson. Now, for Thompson, especially now with the run scoring, you can swing freely a little bit. If you want to try and put a charge into one, as he tried to do right there, why not? As that's now quickly 1-2. And a 3-hole hitter in Thompson. Pair of walks. Flew out his last at-bat, and he swings and misses at strike 3 right there. That's back-to-back plate appearances for an out for Thompson, and that's 2 away. And that's why that wild pitch is not covering the base is so critical right there. You're not covering home. You're kind of getting lackadaisical with it, more frustrated with yourself and being me over we in that scenario. Allows a big insurance run to score. Now with 2 outs, you get an out here, all of a sudden it would only be a run game, and yes, your offense is more incapable of scoring 2 in a heartbeat. But that's a play that can shift the game. It could be a run that looms large in the later innings here with only 6 outs left to go here and 2 runs to chase for the Grizzlies. 1-0. That one misses outside. 2-0.
Escalante here, just trying to find any way possible to get at Thompson. Now it's Bayless up to bat. You know, you have 2 outs here, 1 out away. Find it any way possible. Something that's been killing the Grizzlies is defensive. They've had some long innings already this game.
And for Bayless, too, this is a guy you don't want to put on the base paths. He's reached all 3 plate appearances, a hit by a pitch, a single, and a double. And now in danger of reaching on a 3-0 as he takes the automatic strike 3-1. But for Bayless, every time he's come up and got on base, he's come around to score. And included a 2-out rally back in the first inning where he got hit by a pitch and later turned it into a run. As that's ball 4. Second walk of the inning here. The first walk already coming around to score. Bayless has some solid speed, and with 2 outs, may not be the worst decision to send him. And that's up Cesario Scott, as that one gets away. On the move is Bayless, but it won't matter because that pitch hits Cesario Scott, and now it's 2 on with 2 out. Cesario Scott in that last at-bat had an absolute beautiful piece of hitting.
That was actually Logsdon right there. Now, might get a pitching change here.
So it looks like indeed we will get a pitching change here as the new arm for the Grizzly will trot out. We will meet him when we get back, but the end of the line of Escalante is here and the lead is back for the North. 2 outs, 2 on, and already 2 across here for the North Stars in the bottom half of this 5th inning after starting a top half of the 5th where they gave up 5 runs and surrendered the lead. Leads right back in their favor. The flip of a switch. It's Gavin Rodriguez with that unique piece of lumber at the dish for a second go-around. Rodriguez takes the first pitch strike, but singled in his last AB and had an RBI as well. His lone plate appearance on the day. Was later out on the force out on a twin killing. That was hit by Jovan Bernard. Quickly behind is the catcher 0-2 in Rodriguez. Rodriguez donning that number 3. Thought about a pickoff move. Runner thought about going. Neither happened, and it's ball. That's a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in a game that's 9-7 in favor of the North Stars. Pitch upcoming. The pitch is lined down the third base line and fair. Rounding third, heading for home is Cesario Scott. He will get in there after a 2 RBI double off the bat of Gavin Rodriguez.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there. Was kind of out in front of that one as he tucked that one just by the third baseline, past the diving Leyba there at third. And I mentioned again, once that ball hits grass, it could roll for a while down that corner. That's exactly what it did. Great job by the North Stars. They keep extending the lead. Even when the Grizz come fighting back, they keep moving further and further.
Yeah, it's another AB where they just doubled their lead right there with a 2 RBI double. It's been a 2-out rally, keeping the North Stars not only in business, but giving them some much-needed insurance. Trying to respond with a 5-run top half of the 5th by the Grizzlies, with potential 5-run bottom half of their own. That 5th run standing at second base in Rodriguez. Now it's 0-1 to Jovan Bernard. Double play in his last AB. Hit it hard, just unfortunately right at the shortstop. And Kutalis. Pair of stolen bases in this game for Bernard. That came after a hit by pitch in the second inning. Takes on the back door on a nice slider right there, and it's quickly 1-2. So next inning here, the 6th may likely be the last one with a 2:15 time limit, as that one drills Bernard, and for the second time he's gotten plunked in this one. Potential chance to bat around here are the North Stars. This is their 9th hitter of the inning in Ryder Lambros. Lambros a pair of punch-outs and a single where he later scored. His runner's on the move. No throw. The double steal is successful for Bernard and Rodriguez. And for Bernard, that's stolen base number 3 on the day. It's number 1 on the season and day for Gavin Rodriguez. Obviously, only the first here with it being opening day, as a swing and a miss from Ryder Lambros. Taking some big cuts here today, but hasn't been able to connect.
Yeah, Lambros just 1 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but here he could really blow this one open again for the North Stars with a base hit.
Chops this one down the line, but foul. Balls and 2 strikes to Ryder Lambros. Already 2 strikeouts in the ball game, and make that number 3. A slider sweeping away from him. Throw down to first. Low but in time, and out number 3. But more offense to speak of. A 4-run 5th from the North Stars. A big crooked number to give them the lead right back. 11-7, we head top 6.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
That's a great question. And a stat correction for those keeping score at home as we're back here for the top half of the 6th inning. It was Cash Sutton who was hitting for Jason Martinez in the 2 spot for the North Stars in the last half inning. Had that RBI double. So big swing of the bat there for Cash Sutton in his pinch hit appearance. So now we head to the top of the 6th inning here. And it's a new arm on the mound for the North Stars. E, can you tell us a little bit about the mound on the arm here for the North Stars looking to keep the game right where it's at?
That's going to be Connor Grimes, another California Grizzlies post-grad here, and just trying to shut the door here as he replaced in for relief for Hamilton, who Hamilton had a little bit struggle and allowed that comeback from the Grizz. But now North Stars retake the lead 11-7. Now Grimes trying to shut it down from here.
And it's critical to get a quick inning here on this Grizzly team. Kutalis will be leading it off here for the Grizzlies, with Bonilla and Armendariz to follow. So after a 5-run inning, if you are the Grizzlies, you want to keep that momentum going for the offense. You want to stay hot, but unfortunately they had a lot of time to sit down or sit in the field after that 4-run response from the North Stars. So looking for a quick response here from the middle part of this lineup. It's 5, 6, and 7. With Kutalis taking the first pitch ball. 1-0 to him, another one off the inside, 2-0. So Grimes on the bump here after an inning of work from Ryder Hamilton. Giving up 5 earned. Taking a pitch in there is Kutalis, who was taken all the way. And does take strike 1. Two-one. That one just a bit upstairs. Make that 3-1 now to Kutalis, the shortstop. Kutalis turned a really nice double play a couple innings ago on Jovan Bernard. With the runner in motion, just tagged the bag, threw over to turn that twin killing. But now in a full count here is Kutalis. He's trying to find any way aboard, and with 2 strikes, as he's done his first 2 plate appearances, will choke up on that bat and try and do some damage. As he lines this one into right field, with Thompson ranging, making the catch for out number 1.
That was
that one was hit off the screws.
Yeah, that was a great raging play out there for Thompson, because we've already seen once that ball gets by you, it's probably, you can just call it a triple, how it is right when it hits the ground. And great 3-2 swing there from Kutalis, but great job by Thompson to track it down, to rob him of extra bases.
Extra bases for sure, and you said likely a 3-bagger for sure the way this outfield plays. Kutalis likely was thinking triple out of the box. Thompson, who misplayed one in the outfield just an inning ago, it's a nice makeup play on a really tough play that he made look simple.
It's going to be a pinch hitter now for Bonilla. It's going to be number 6, Trez Yumoto.
Yumoto lines this one down the right field line, and that one just hooks foul. Yumoto out of Cabrillo College. He'll now be playing second base in place of Bonilla. Armendariz is still standing in the on-deck circle. That pitch well inside, and it's 1-1. Lefty bat here in Yumoto. But he is over today. He's looking to start a rally for this offense, and at least cut into this deficit, and at least give your offense a chance to make the 7th inning a little bit more feasible. Of course, that was the goal in the last half inning for the Grizzlies before tacking on 5 and ending up tying the game. So a little bit at a time, another full count coming here. And this one's lined up the middle off the glove of Peyton for a base hit. Almost Another unlucky out for the Grizzlies, but spiking off the glove of Peyton, and Yamamoto finds his way aboard after his first pitch hit appearance.
If you'll take that any way possible, and that's a great piece of hitting from Yamamoto. Work deep in the count again. Line drive the other way, one hop. That would have been a tough play for the shortstop Peyton as it kicks off his glove. And that's all you hope for the Grizzlies. Just one runner on and keep stringing along past the baton.
Now Saul Armendariz coming to the plate here, takes the first pitch strike. Armendariz, a walk, came around to score in that last half inning, top half of the fifth. So the base hit was caught stealing in the second inning. So a couple of plays that may be looming large for the Grizzlies that right now are a potential 2-run swing. You got that caught stealing by Armendariz at third base. And you also have the play in the last half inning where the arm in Hamilton was just not covering the bag. Or I'm sorry, there's Escalante not covering the bag. And as a result, let a wild pitch from second base score. It's 1-2 here to Armendariz. So he can just find his way aboard and keep the rally moving for his team that was started by the base hit by Yamamoto. Big first baseman and Vladimirov standing in the on-deck circle. Like to give him a chance to hit with runners in scoring position. We'll see if they can do that with 2 strikes. Armendariz takes ball. Runner on the move in Yamamoto. And he'll steal second rather easily. And now it'll be the count even at 2-2. And a runner in scoring position for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was a close call behind the plate, too. Umpire didn't rule it as a strike. But it was definitely close there. Maybe kind of got blocked of the view there from the catcher, Rodriguez.
I think part of it, too, is Rodriguez, usually you're trying to frame that ball, but with the runner on the move, you're moving up instead of down with the ball. Could have skewed the umpire's angle a little bit. 2-2. Breaking ball that skips away from Rodriguez, and jogging into third base now will be Yamamoto on the pass ball, and it's another full count. Third straight batter where we're going to see a full count.
That's what you love to see, even though the Grizz facing a 4-run deficit, still having great at-bats, trying to work deep in counts, trying to get runners on base, and it paid off from Yamamoto's single, and now here Armendariz is trying to find a way on. We mentioned just trying to find a way on, and you pass the baton from there.
Turn a single into 2 extra bases. Especially if Armendariz can find his way on, working from 1-2 to 3-2. Any way aboard for him puts the tying run on deck and could give the top of your lineup a chance to swing here in the 6th inning. Payoff pitch upcoming. Armendariz takes high, ball 4.
Back-to-back good walks. Good at-bats there. Yamamoto with the single and a 3-2, and Armendariz works a walk after battling back from 0-2.
You know Armendariz at some point is going to try and steal second base. It's not a matter of when, it's a matter of if for him. Tried stealing second in his last at-bat, but had a foul ball and a walk. Put that to a halt. Throw over to third base. Not in time, but a little too close for comfort for Yamamoto and company. Want to know to Vladimirov, excuse me. Big, tall first baseman.
Certainly a double play candidate if Armendariz doesn't take off, but there he goes.
He does take off. That one pulled high and far, but towards the batting cages and foul. She's right at the bouncy house that our staff was nearly getting ready to set up. Good thing they cleared out, because that could have been either a souvenir or a little bit of a bump and scrape for them.
A souvenir or a trip to the hospital, probably, depending on where that ball hits you.
Thankfully, no one in the vicinity of that foul ball. See, depending on which of our interns are out there, I think some of them might be able to make a play on that foul ball.
They'd be lucky because I'm still waiting to get my ball.
It's 2-1 is with the second baseman covering the bag at second base. Still recovers, but airmails the ball into his own dugout. Ball out of play. So Vladimirov will get second. A run does score. Second runner, and Armendariz gets the third. Vladimirov reaches on what'll be an E4. I don't think it would have been on the fielding play because it was so tough to make, but because the throw was so errant, qualifies as the error. So now the tying run stepping to the plate once again for the Grizzly, and the last time this happened, it was a big fly from Leba. It's the 9-hole hitter, and Andrew Zarate, who is the designated hitter in this ball game, looking to just bring in these 2 runs, as it was also the scenario second and third for Leba, was just trying to bring in 2 runs and cut the lead to 1.
You know, one big swing of the bat here we already seen. You do it again here, too, if you're Zarate.
Zarate doesn't have overwhelming pop, but can take one out if he gets the right pitch to hit. That one a breaking ball high, 1-1. Zarate, I think more of the approach you're looking from him here is just that base hit. The opposite way has been working so well for both sides, but if you could find a way to just find any grass in the outfield, that'll bring home 2. As that one skied in the air towards Bernard in the outfield, he'll camp under and make the catch for out number 2. A run rule tag, a run rule score. Doing his job is Zarate on the sac fly. Lead's only at 2 now, so 2 spot from the Grizzly have made it a little uncomfortable for the North Stars. And with 2 outs, still a chance for damage to be done for the 10-hole hitter. Yes, I said 10-hole hitter. For those not familiar with PSCL rules, we do have 10 batters come up to the plate, and this is the extra hitter, and Max Delgadillo.
Delgadillo here just trying to find a way, whether it's an air, hit, try to bring one more across to try to just cut this lead right back to 1. You're almost there. This big, important run at third base is huge.
It's a fielder's choice that he drove in a run in last time aboard, and with some speed from Delgadillo. Would love for him to get on, especially with the top of the card looming right now. To throw over to third base, not in time. No tag even applied, but a nice pitch there to make it 1-1. So Grimes really trying to get out of this inning here on the mound with limited damage. It's already been 2 runs. We had 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, so leaving it at just 2 could be huge and could set up his offense to give him some insurance runs. Two balls, a strike. Pitcher from Grimes, a slider outside, 3-1.
It's certainly what you don't want if you're Grimes is to walk Delgadillo right now.
A tough group of batters to strike out, too. Only 3 strikeouts, none coming since the 3rd inning. North Star bullpen hasn't been able to register a strikeout, but they do register another walk, and on the 10-hole hitter in Delgadillo, you know he's more than likely going to steal for second base and put himself in scoring position, especially with the top of the lineup now coming in Theodore Williams. It was a 2 RBI triple in his last go-around.
That's why that walk was just so important, because now tying run now on first, like you mentioned, Delgadillo probably going to take off for second as well to put the tying run in scoring position.
And Williams, just a base hit, likely here, can tie this ball game up if you get Delgadillo on to second base. And Williams is having a good day. He's 2 for 3 today here. Mentioned the 2 RBIs, also has 2 stolen bases and 2 hits. Flew out to center field as well. We have a final on the turf field. There's the Coyotes winning by a score of 12-9.
We'll see if Delgadillo is going to take off first pitch or if he's going to wait for one.
Got a similar score here, 11-9. Here in the main field here at Palm Springs Stadium. As mentioned, 0-1. The off hitter on Williams. Delgadillo decided not to go there or here. Throw over to first base, not in time, and could have been risky, but no worse for the wear, and it's 1-1. 98 degrees here in Palm Springs. A beautiful day with wind gusts 8 miles an hour going towards right field. Only going to heat up more throughout the week here in Palm Springs, and both these offenses heating up to start the summer. We've seen runs galore throughout all the games here today on the PSCL. This one no different. It's now 2-1. Theodore Williams in his fourth at bat. Checks the swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Didn't even look down at the umpire on the bases. Home plate umpire making that call. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with 2 on. And that tying run standing at first base. The pitch to Williams. That one skied into right center field. This could be trouble, and it will get down. 1 run in already. The second one quickly following in Delgadillo. He will get in. Williams with his second straight triple. Second straight 2 RBI triple. And this game, once again, is tied.
What a great piece of hitting there from Williams. That's, like you mentioned, back-to-back triples, and both of those going to the right side. Get that ball in the air right now, and it will absolutely fly. And there it was again. All the Grizzly was a little light, and they saw light, and they never looked back.
So how about this? A 5-run frame in the bottom of the third by the North Stars seemed like they were going to be cruising to a victory. Then a 5-run top of the 5th tied the ball game for the Grizzlies. First pitch to Kate Johnson, line in the center field. That's a base hit. And for the first time since the top half of the first inning, the Grizzlies take the lead.
It's contagious. Hitting is a contagious thing in this sport, and that's exactly what you're seeing from this Grizz offense right now.
So the second straight inning with 5 runs for the Grizzlies. A 5-run 5th, a 5-run 6th. And following that 4-run inning from the North Stars in the bottom half of the 5th, Grizzly bats responded as this one's popped in the air over the broadcast booth. 1-0. And a correction on what I said earlier is their first lead since the top half of the third inning. They led 2-1 in that frame before a 3-run bottom of the third from the North Stars.
We've just seen an absolute onslaught from the Grizzlies. 10 runs in the last 2 innings. North Stars trying to fight their way back, too. They've had 5 runs in the last 2 innings.
And this is the last guy you want to see at the plate. Misa Labra. 5 RBIs already on the day. He's reaching all 3 of his plate appearances. 9 RBIs combined between him and Williams. Labra 1-1. Swinging for another one. But cuts on and misses a bit early on that fastball. It's 1-2. Labra mentioned hit the game-tying home run in his last at-bat, and that one, he got every stitch up. Check swing doesn't go. Runner off for second base, and he is safe. A stolen base for Caden Johnson, his second of the ballgame. But called strike 3. A late strike 3 called. Labra can't believe it. I didn't see it. I don't know about you, Ethan, but that'll take us to the end of this top half of the 6th inning. If you like offense, this is the game for you. A 5-run response by the Grizzlies, and they lead for the first time since the top half of the 3rd inning. It'll be 12.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Been a fun one here at Palm Springs Stadium. The finale of our 4-game slate here for the PSCL here on opening day. I'm Sam Egan, joined alongside Ethan Oliveras. Glad you can join us for the finale of this one. Second of our 2 broadcast doubleheader here on the PSCL YouTube channel, and the second of two has been a treat. First pitch fired in by Yamamuchi for a strike. Yamamuchi came in relief last inning and limited the damage for his team, which was so vital because his offense was able to help him out, and now he's on pace for the win.
Yeah, and one team right now can't hold a team down. That's what you're looking for here. If you're Yamauchi, is just find a way. Your team just took the lead. Now keep it, because both teams have been struggling to do so in this one. It's been a back-and-forth dogfight.
It's been a slugfest, a dogfight, any way you want to put it. It's been a great game as that ball is grounded to Labra. His throw over is high. Runner will be safe, and now runner heading for second. Leadoff man aboard in Hunter Dye. Or correction, leadoff man aboard and Daniel Holbert on an E5. There's been a lot of errors in this ball game as well, as this one could prove costly.
Yeah, now that runner in scoring position now, just one base hit, and this game's back at tied at even.
So it was 12 runs that decided the last ball game here in the PSCL. It was the Coyotes beating the Chili 12-9. Other scores around the PSCL is 1-0. Bombers beat the Haymakers in the first game at the turf field. That one was by a final score of 15-8. A lot of runs, as you can tell by today. The highest scoring of the day, as this one's lined into right center field, and that one will be down. This ball game will be tied. Another extra base hit from Josh Payton. He has his first double of the day, the second extra base hit for his day. And like I said, we are tied 12-12.
Another great piece hitting by the North Stars. Yet again, driving the ball the other way, getting the job done. And now again, he just replaces Hurlbert at second, now puts himself there. And now big base hit from Sun, and North Stars can take the lead again.
Just really feels like this is the type of game whoever hits last is going to win, and the North Stars have that advantage, at least as of right now. And that's not going to change in this game because they're the home team. First pitch from Yamamuchi after the error, then double. So that run will go unearned to Yamamuchi. And an ever costly error to start the inning turns into a run. But as I was going to say, the final, or the other game here taking place at the stadium, is that one will get away, and it'll be a pass ball on the go-ahead run, now 90 feet away. But the first game here at Palm Springs Stadium, the second of this four-game slate here for the PSCL, had 29 combined runs and 22 by one-teamers, 22-5 the score, the final score that is. The Lumberjacks out in front. They're one of the teams that wear green here, playing against another team that wears blue in the Blue Sox. It's another green versus blue jersey matchup here, as the green team looking to come out ahead being the visiting team in this one, that being the Grizzlies in green today.
Now, too, we'll see
the
Grizz this time going to go full infield in.
Love this approach here, especially with nobody out.
You got to cut them off. You have to.
Seen already one run cut down at the plate with the infield in for the Grizzlies, and that was with the corners in. It was a very nice throw by Leba, to throw out base runner at the time in Bernard, cutting him down at the plate. Behind to Sutton, it's 2-0. Sutton takes well high for 3-0. Sutton in his last at bat, RBI double that kept the momentum and the rally going for the North Stars at the time was a go-ahead one. Now time is out on the field. Not sure exactly for what. It may be a discussion here on the time that we're facing. It is 2:09. Games have to end here at 2:15. So this might be a discussion: is this the last inning? And if this run scores, will it be the ball game? So the discussion on the field only killing more time here in this 2-hour, 15-minute time limit of a ball game. Being told it's 2:15 before we can start another inning.
After 2:15, you can't start another inning except for certain scenarios. Mostly depends on the score or time of, like, if it's got playoff implications. And arms available.
Obviously, is now the batter, Sutton, trying to figure out what exactly he's swinging for here.
Could be game winner.
And as our own Stephen Buxton said, they can't start another inning after 2:15. And with it being 2:10 right now, it seems incredibly unlikely that this half inning goes less than 5 minutes with nobody out.
They'll still probably start the 7th inning.
But depending on the scenario and the way these offensive have been clicking in the power game, not starting until 7 o'clock, you don't need to exactly rush this game with there not being another game following for another nearly 5 hours. 3-0 to Sutton. Takes low, and that's ball 4. Reaches for the second time in as many at-bats is Sutton, and he's been doing his job as a pinch hitter. Now Cooper Thompson wearing bright yellow here today, repping his school of Southern Idaho.
We've seen about every color.
Every color of the rainbow and then some.
Yellow, red, pink, from our
neon green.
Neon green. We've seen just about everything these players rocking their swag out here on opening day.
It's Thompson. Pair of walks. 0 for 2 in this game as runner on the move. Throw goes down to second base. It's cut off as the runners head back to first base. Tagged out at first. Great throw down and great play by the North Stars. So now some confusion, though, as it doesn't look like the tag was actually applied in. Staying at first base is Sutton, and staying at third base is Peyton. So a lot of confusion here. Looked like he may have ran out of the baseline as well, but no tag applied, no matter, I guess, according to our umpire on the bases. So nobody out, and fouled straight back. It's 1-1.
And that's unfortunate there for the Grizzlies because Sutton almost ran himself into out there trying to steal a bag, and maybe he was trying to get the run across, but Payne never broke at third. So it looked like they're about to get out, or at least get an out of it for the Grizz. Now it's first and third with nobody out.
Looking to Podshaw Thompson for the second straight at bat. 3-0 hitter lines one down the third base line. That one is foul. Didn't miss by much, and that would have been the lead. And at least the lead may have been another run. But instead, Thompson having to swing away again on 0-2. Looking to come up huge for his team.
Don't be surprised if they just walk this one off in 6.
Thompson pops this one in the infield. Gonna be playable. Going to be untaggable as well, and what could have been 2 outs in this inning is only 1 due to Sutton being called safe on the base path. It's a big first out, but those could have been 2 big ones with Peyton still standing at third base.
Yeah, and Thompson, too, trying to do a job, just trying to get that runner from third to touch home plate, but has the right idea to try to send it to the outfield, but this one just skies and stays in the infield, and now you're just a double play ball of getting out of it and keep this game tied.
Thompson now 0 for 3 on the ball game. Now brings up a guy who is 2 for 2 and has scored 4 times in this game in Samuel Bayless. Bayless, a single, a double, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Needs a triple and a home run to really complete a true baseball cycle. Likely not have enough at bats here with the time limit, and this game only being 7 innings. Pitch high, and it's 2-0. Let me rephrase that. He won't have that opportunity. Double play in order here as Bayless ahead 2-0. Runner on the move. Double play no longer in order. Peyton heading for the plate. And now on the wild pitch, the North Stars will take the lead. One run in, another in scoring position. That's Sutton getting to second base. And on the wild pitch pass ball, whatever you want to call it, it's a run scoring nonetheless, and it's the go-ahead run at that.
Unfortunate there for Yamauchi. You mentioned double play was in order. Sutton was stealing the bag anyways, but never want to just give up free runs and free passes, and that's what happened here.
Double play out of order, as we've said. Could be back in play with a walk to Bayless here, who's had a fantastic day, but with him getting on the base path, it seemingly turned into runs and rallies every time, so may want to just eliminate him being off the paths for the sake of the fact that he has 4 runs in this game.
North Stars trying to tack on some insurance runs here. Base hits the outfield. Sutton's probably going to get the windmill on with only 1 out.
Make that ball 4. 2 walks in the inning here. This one coming to Bayless. And now, once again, Dion Cesario-Scott hit by pitch and came around to score in his last plate appearance, but also had a big-time double back in the 4th. So his 4th at-bat in as many innings as Cesario-Scott is now we'll see a pinch runner come on for Bayless. It's Chase Ford coming on to run out of Highland Community College. First pitch from Yamamuchi. Misses off the outside, 1-0. We've seen with Cesario-Scott, has the hop ticket gap to gap.
Yeah, definitely could put a dent in this one if he finds another one of those gaps like he did his previous at-bats.
Might have found more than a gap here as he pops this one into center field. Williams ranging on it at the track, at the wall, and that's down. Only being able to move 90 feet with a run rounding third, heading for home. The play at the plate is botched by the catcher, and the run will score. Now everyone else moves another 90 feet on a 400-foot single from Cesario-Scott. That's got to be one of the longest of his career.
Yeah, that again, try to just get the ball in the air, at least get a sac fly. Is definitely deep enough again, but it's been time and time again. You get this ball in the air, it will definitely go for a ride. See that American flag and dead center kind of blowing out that way. And Williams unable to track it down. One hops the wall and at least get one score. Maybe a good throw as well. Probably gets the runner at the plate.
Great throw. If the catcher can squeeze that into his glove, runner's definitely hosed at the plate. So that turns into a run, a 3-run frame here for the North Stars. And more damage to be done with 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. It's the inning that started with an error. And what has followed has been a disaster for the Grizzlies pitching staff. Walks, hits galore. 3 walks and 2 hits have all of a sudden plated across 3. They have a chance at plating across 2 more. 2-0, that one's popped in the air towards the right field bullpen, but foul. So Rodriguez, who's had a day at the plate with 3 RBIs, a single and a double. Yeah, you mentioned it, aware wind gust, blowing out towards left field. Usually we see it going the opposite direction here at Palm Springs Stadium. Kind of starting to blow in a little bit, though. So that one's grounded. Throw's coming home. Tag is in time. So a good heads-up play from Leba to cut down the runner at home. Go down as a fielder's choice for Rodriguez. Leba making up for that error earlier in the inning. Taking a run away. The second run we've seen cut down at the plate for the North Stars, and really it could have been another one. It could have been the second in this inning. Had that throw to home been corralled in time. So 2 runs is far from a comfortable lead
Oh, no,
for either of these sides.
There is no comfortable lead in this game. We've seen big deficits, little deficits. There's nothing comfortable about this game.
It's Jovan Bernard, the center fielder. Got him plunked twice in this ball game already, with 3 stolen bases, but 0 for 2 in this game. Probably won't get a chance to steal any bags here with guys on first and second. Obviously, they'll be in front of him. Takes a pitch on the outside, called for strike 2, so it's 1-2. Bernard a flyout and a double play. So he's been hitting it up the middle and hitting it hard when he's made contact. Unfortunately for him, right at infielders or outfielders. In both scenarios, that one gets away. Once again from Dye. So 2 on, 2 out with a 2-2 count here and a 2-run lead for the North Stars, as my buddy Ethan Oliveras likes to say. 2s all around.
Deuce is wild.
This one's skied in the air, right center field. Ranging on is Williams, and he will make the catch. A sigh of relief for the Grizzlies, and an offense that's put up 10 runs in the last 2 innings needs 2 to at least keep the game going. We'll see if they can do that in the top half of the 7th. Last inning of baseball coming up here on the PSCL YouTube channel.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Daniel Vendel on the mound here to try and close things out for the North Stars, and silencing this Grizzly offense has not been an easy task these last few innings. They scored 2 in the first, then didn't score any in the second, third, or fourth inning. But 5 in the 5th, 5 in the 6th, following a 3-run inning by the North Stars, grabbing the lead right back. Save situation for now. But with the way these offenses are swinging, it could flip drastically in the blink of an eye. Hello and welcome to the top half of the 7th inning in the 7-inning contest here in the PSCL. I'm Sabi, and joined alongside my good buddy Ethan Oliveras. Glad you can join us here at Palm Springs Stadium. Here on PSCL opening day, this is the 4th of our 4-game slate here. All 3 games have been high scoring, and this one no different here as it's 14-12. As Vandal completes his warm-ups, we're just about ready to go for this 7th inning, and what will regardless be the final inning.
No matter what, yeah. Time limit out of the picture now.
But it's a matter of what happens in this inning and how long it extends. So leading off the top half of the 7th inning will be Hunter Dye, the catcher. You have 4, 5, 6 coming up. There's a big out to get in Leba and the last go-around, who's been on fire today. And we're just about set here for the save opportunity for Randall, and he fires in the first pitch ball.
Especially in these comebacks in the 9th inning, it really all starts with the leadoff guy of how the momentum of that inning really goes. So, it's more high chance probability when that leadoff guy gets on when you're trying to mount a comeback.
Yes, so instrumental, so vital for this team. As the leadoff guy does get on. A little bit painful for Dye, but he'll take it knowing he's bringing the tying run to the plate. For this Grizzlies team, they've faced some insurmountable deficits, or at least so it seemed. They've been chasing runs and outs all game long. No different here in the 7th inning, as now we get a pinch runner for Dye following the HBP. So now some more speed on the base paths and speed at the plate is Pano Cutalis, who's 0 for 3 in this ball game. His last at-bat hit one extremely hard to right field, but Cooper Thompson made a nice play on it. Cutalis looking to reach base for the first time in this ball game, and no better time for him than in this ultimate 7th inning here.
Yeah, Cutalis here, his last at-bat, he had to fly out to right field. That was absolutely smoked, but Thompson cut it off in the gap. So if he's looking for something again, and look at Thompson in right field again, playing more towards that line. So if Cutalis can hit that gap, that's a run scored and probably a triple. We've seen a bunch of triples throughout this game already.
Ball, 1 strike. Dallas left-handed bat, donning that number 2. Now standing as the tying run, the 1-1 goes behind him. 2-1.
Somehow, Dallas gets out of the way from that one. That was going right at him, and then kind of just goes in a little bit so it misses him.
Would have been back-to-back hit by pitches, too, which at least all I remember from my Little League career, I was a little erratic. And back-to-back hit by pitches meant you were automatically pulled, and I didn't like that. Not the same here in this league, obviously, but back-to-back hit by pitches, especially hitting the tying run, could be catastrophic. And in danger of losing the tying run in Cutalis. 3-1.
Good hitters count here. Open up that left side. We go ahead and pull the ball.
Iwamoto on deck. Another left-handed bat. Came into pinch hit. You had a base hit, and that one's grounded. Second base. Thrown over to second for 1. That's in time, but could only get the fielder's choice. Retiring the pinch runner.
Cutalis tries to do that, open up his front side and give it for a ride that way. Ends up rolling it over, but with the speed of him and a little awkward turn there, can only get 1.
3-1 pitch, and his eyes lit up on that one. Just got a bit under it, and fortunate for him, didn't turn into a twin killing. With the tying run still staying at the plate, essentially plays as a strikeout with Yumoto at the dish. Yumoto base hit up the middle his last time. Takes inside, ball 1. Randall looking for the save here. and looking to pick up a bullpen that has been struggling. Giving up 10 earned in 2 innings, and that's a big swing and a miss for strike 1.
After a nice second, third, and fourth inning from Cesarios, it looked like it'd be maybe smooth sailing the rest of the way, and then they pull him. It's been all trouble from there for this North Stars bullpen.
Big lead over at first base. Doesn't go. That one's high, 2-1. And for Costales at first base, you don't want to take too big of a lead. The last thing you need is to get yourself thrown out and put your team in a worse situation because you wanted to be a little bit too fancy on the base paths. 3-1 now. So we saw Costales swing at a 3-1 pitch here. And with how erratic Vandell has been, you wondering maybe is this I know it's 3-1, but a red light situation here and you're giving him a chance to swing 3-2?
I don't know here. I think at 3-1, you just got to be perfect in your exact spot. And if you like it, try to send it for a ride.
Does not, and it's ball 4. Second free pass of the inning. This one a walk. The other one was a hit by pitch. The tying run is now aboard for the Grizzlies with Armendariz stepping to the dish. Armendariz has reached all 3 times here today, a base hit and 2 walks. He's come around to score in the last 2 innings as well. Armendariz looking to make an impact with his twig. Takes first pitch, called strike. So one of the first advantage accounts we've seen for the pitcher all day here in Vandell. And that's so huge. Because it can force the hitter to be a little too over-aggressive and can get some weak contact. Armendariz takes another one, 0-2.
That's a good start there from Vandell because Armendariz has reached base all 3 times. He's just a base machine magnet so far in this game. He's definitely a tough out. Has 2 walks and a single.
Armendariz not liking that pitch up high. So if you're Vandell, why not try and climb the ladder right here and get him to chase? See if he does exactly that. The 0-2 coming. A lot of movement on the base pass. The pitch now fired in. Slider on the outside, 1-2. Now I feel like that definitely tunnels in that high fastball a little bit. You saw the slider. You saw it. You saw the 2 fastballs already in the zone. Now if you go a little bit up and out of the zone, this is where you can throw that waste pitch with the fastball before it can get a little bit troublesome. Ball and 2 strikes. Vandell holding, now delivering. Another slider. That's called strike 3. Punch out looking on Armendariz. North Stars 1 out away from victory, and Vandell, a beautiful piece of pitching right there.
Yeah, Sam, maybe Armendariz thinking what you were thinking. Okay, you just threw me the slider. Now you're going to go back with the heat. Just left Armendariz frozen. It was also a beautiful pitch, literally absolutely dotted.
Trying to go in the mind of the pitcher. Didn't work as the runner takes off for third. Runner on second base doesn't take off. Now he does. And he is safe, but a delayed double steal puts the tying run on second base. Vladimirov, who reached on an error and scored last inning.
That is a huge double steal pulled off. A little gutsy one, especially with 2 outs. You never want to end the game on the base pass, but now sets you up for success here for Vladimirov.
Big gap up the middle here. Basin more than likely scores 2. And this slider really starting to work for Vandell, and these Grizzly hitters haven't been able to punish it yet. 1-1 after that one caught it on the front foot of Vladimirov. And that one's up the middle, fielded by Peyton, throwing over in time, and that's the ball game. A shootout won by the North Stars, a 14-12 final. What a game we had here to conclude PSCL opening day, Ethan.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ball game. I mean, Sam, me and you kind of looked at it. 3 total runs scored in that first inning that, hey, this might be another high-scoring affair that we're about to see. And then the Grizzlies get blanked for 3 innings and put up 10 runs in 2 innings in the 5th and 6th innings. But credit to both teams, they really just kept fighting back along with the North Stars. Every time the Grizz would strike back, the North Stars would have an answer, and it was a back-and-forth brawl, and it was honestly a beautiful game to call as a broadcaster. I'm sure for a fan to watch as well.
I'm sure a lot of fun, both for us to broadcast and for the fans at home. And our final stat line, well, Connor Grimes getting the win despite getting hit around, giving up 5 runs in the 6th inning. He'll take the win in the W column for his outing. Getting the save, of course, will be Daniel Vandell, who had that electrifying 0, had the tying runs get into scoring position, but didn't allow them to score. The loss will go to Joseph Yamamuchi in this one. And like we said, Ethan, a ton of fun here on PSCL opening day. Gonna be a fun season all around in the PSCL. It was a great way to start it here. And for everyone tuned in, we'd like to thank you so much for tuning in here on opening day. For Ethan Oliveras, our producer, Stephen Buxton, I'm Sam Egan. We're hoping you can join us tonight here for Power Baseball. Tune over to the Power YouTube channel tonight at 7 o'clock, where Ethan and Jack will have the coverage for you. See you tonight.